Good morning, Vietnam. Good morning, everyone. Tom, aka Nostradamus. I'm back to live streaming from your mamas. How you doing? Tell her to whip up some breakfast. I'm a little hungry. How is everyone doing today? Smash some like buttons if you like the content. Hit that subscribe button. I don't like to ask for that very often, but hey, I'm at 785 subscribers, moving up, getting pretty close to that goal of 1K. 1K subscribers. We're almost there. Let's do it. I'm one of the most honest people you're ever going to find on YouTube. I'm going to tell you the real deal, Holyfield, how to make money in crypto, how to make money in the stock markets. And I'm going to tell you it's a lot of damn work. I practice what I preach. I show you what I do. No hype, no BS. Sometimes a little bit of hopium. Hey, I like the rest. I'll throw a few price predictions out there, but my price predictions are biased. I show my portfolio all the time. Obviously, I'm long crypto, so I want my crypto to 10x. I might be a little biased. But I do think there's a really good chance of a lot of these price predictions coming true over time. It's just a matter of whether or not you have the time horizon in plan. You're trying to get rich in crypto quick, you're probably going to fail. Actually, that reminds me, we can look a little bit at Plan B's tweet. He tweeted out very interesting stuff. We'll take a look at that. I am going to talk about Cardano and passive income. I know this might be a boring topic to a lot of people that come to the channel, but hey, one of the most important things about crypto is continued adoption. I don't know why I'm obsessing over my camera right now, but I am. Oh, hey, there we go. But I want this to be a noob-friendly channel. I was a noob not too long ago. Hell, I'm still a noob. You're always a noob at crypto. There's always so much to learn, always so much to come at you. I want this channel to remain a channel where people can come and feel comfortable, come and ask questions. That's what I like. That's what I love. Come in, ask. Let's discuss the markets. People that come by now are in a very opportune time because, my chat doesn't go crazy. It doesn't go crazy with, millions of people acting stupid, pumping coins and asking about this shit coin or that altcoin or this coin. And I got to tell you, I don't ever want it to come to that. And I will do everything I can to prevent that from happening. This is not the channel for you to come and talk about a bunch of low cap altcoins. It just isn't. This is a channel where you come and learn how to really make money. Abel in the house. Haven't seen you in a while. How you doing, brother? Not sure why still bullish on Harmony One. Not sure why still. Aaron Luna. But you got another chance to look at Sandbox and Audio. Oh my goodness. So you're not, I thought you're not bullish on Harmony One or Terra Luna? Yeah, dude, I love me some Sandbox and Audius, but I don't own any of it. I like both of them. I like Audius a lot. I like Sandbox a lot, but dude, I don't got no money. All my money's wrapped up. Most of it, let's hop on over to the desktop. Most of my money, here it is. 34% in Ethereum, 42% in Cardano. Cardano. Cardano, I'm up 300%. I can't complain. 42% of my portfolio is up 300%, and there's room to fly, baby. Like, why? And we're going to talk about this today. It's currently paying me $954 a month in passive income. When I say soon to be 10,000, 9,500 a month, I think Cardano has a 10x in it, easy. I don't know when, 4-year, 10-year horizon. I'm, 2 or 3x this year. I'm okay with making 3,000 a month, 9,000 a month in Cardano, right? Problem is, he's stout in the house. Free money is where it is. Hell yeah. So I love Audius. And I love Sandbox, but they are much more risky and they're not going to pay me passive income. So cryptocurrency is already extremely risky. So I picked some really solid horses and they're working. Dude, that's part of the problem. Look at this. I have Uniswap. I'm I'm probably gonna sell this. Right now it's at a small loss. I don't care, but you get wrapped up in buying a bunch of these small coins, and it's just like, I mean, is it? I mean, if that's what you enjoy, go for it. The graph. I love me some graph, but dude, like, why? Actually, I'm down $500. I hate the graph. I paid $1,000 for 650 graph, and I'm down $500. I want to cut this from the portfolio. The one I have major FOMO on, and it's driving me insane, is Solana. Like that bitch is up again today. I'm never gonna get Solana. And what am I gonna sell? XLM? Like, I like XLM too. I'm basically flat, but I have $619 in XLM. I'm not expecting to become a millionaire overnight in XLM. The one low cap that I'm really betting on is Harmony One. I currently have 68,000 Harmony One, just earning, just like Cardano, just earning interest, earning passive income, 9-10%, very safe on the Stake and Chill validator. That's who I would love to see people stake with. I'm down a little bit on that, but this one's gonna fly, boys and girls. Not financial advice, but this one is going to fly. Terra Luna, I love Terra Luna too, a lot. And I know you asked about that. When I go to cash, when or if I sell and go to any type of cash, I'm putting cash on Anchor. Now, whether that's Anchor on Harmony One is yet to be seen, or Anchor on Terra Luna. And I'm also looking to get Ethereum, which I think is an amazing asset to own and is going to be a great passive income generator. It's already doing okay. But once it goes to E2, like, people that have a ton of Ethereum, they're going to be the new Saudi oil. It's the new Saudi oil is Ethereum. There's going to be Ethereum trillionaires, right? You heard it here first, trillionaires. Ethereum, trillion, is going to produce, not Bitcoin, Ethereum. Oh no, I'm getting a little crazy, getting a little off the rails today. But I see you in Decentraland and Engine. Oh my goodness, dude. Like, Sandbox kind of came later. I have FOMO on Sandbox too. I want to buy Sandbox land, but bro, you gotta, I'm trying to be surgical. Right? You get this FOMO. I have FOMO on Solana. I have FOMO on Audius. I have FOMO on Sandbox, and I want to go buy Sandbox land. Might be, like, there's a lot of cool stuff. I've been in it, doing a lot of stuff with NFTs lately. And there's one, who is it? I think CyberKongs or one of the other ones. Like, they're going to have their own island on the Sandbox. I think there's big things to come. What I really think, the best opportunity when it comes to a lot of that, though, is really going to be Facebook, if we're being honest. And the Facebook, dude, like, people, I'm going to say the words I hate. People are sleeping on Facebook. Facebook is coming out with their own crypto, social, DM, or whatever, the Libra. I don't know what they're calling it now. They're going to have hooks in the cryptocurrency in general. Gaming, they're going to be doing some type of gaming play. They're going to be doing some type of metaverse play, right? And they own Oculus. Put it all together. Facebook might be one of the best stocks to own out there right now. I love me some Engine, but dude, you got to understand, I bought Decentraland. I bought Engine because I was a noob, right? I still love these coins. I love Engine more probably because I think the gaming there is going to be really good. But I was a dumbass kid, and this is just an expression, a dumbass kid 6 months ago listening to every other idiot on YouTube just pumping Decentraland or pumping Engine and not really understanding, what Ethereum, you kind of know what Ethereum is, and you learn more and you learn more. And then you start doing things. I start yield farming and I start doing NFTs, and it really starts making sense. Like, I understood gas on Ethereum. I thought I understood gas, but I really didn't understand it until I got into some NFT auctions, and then that shit clicked like you wouldn't believe, right? So, I mean, again, I was a dumbass on some, oh, the graph, blah, blah. I mean, the graph's cool, but is the graph going to be 1000x? I don't know, maybe, right? The smart plays, in my opinion, are things like Cardano. Now, Solana, you can stake Solana on Kraken and getting 7.5%, and that smart chain is probably here to stay. There's probably other better places. Ethereum, dude, you can stake. There is so much you can do with Ethereum, including staking. I am doing very safe forms of earning passive income on Ethereum. Gemini paying like 2%. It's still paying me to the tune of $254 a month. With Ethereum 3 or 4x's, dude, I'm very okay with earning $1,000 a month. That's my house payment in passive income on Ethereum without even touching it. And my goal is not to touch it for a while, right? I don't want to touch this stuff for a while. I don't need an extravagant lifestyle. And that's how you get rich in crypto. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of saving, a lot of buying, and it's a lot of not touching your money. So real quickly, let's talk about Cardano. And, you know, like I show, I'm making $1,000 a month in passive income. And again, this might be a boring topic, but it's about adoption. And there's ways to make passive income, especially in all the top chains. You're going to be like, oh, Tom, I don't have $100,000. You know, I have over, well, actually, about a little over. I mean, I can tell you, I have. Oh, Tom, I don't have $229,000. That's how much money I have in Cardano earning passive income, and that's soon to be $1 million. That is soon to easily be I'm going to be a millionaire in Cardano. That's we'll say a 4x away, and I think that's coming within the next 12 months. I could be wrong, and that's not financial advice, but I think that's coming in the next 12 months. I will be a millionaire in Cardano earning roughly $4,000 a month in passive income. Oh, Tom, I don't have 200. Dude, I didn't have $200,000 a year ago, and I've made a lot of mistakes. I'm here to tell you, listen to me and don't make the same mistakes. Get a good job. If you can afford to watch this internet stream, you can afford to come up with like $50 or $100 a month and invest in crypto. Put some of it into, not financial advice, but some of it into Ethereum. Put some of it into Cardano. Put some of it into Solana if that's your thing. And just start building and building. And you know what? I have a few friends doing this, and it's already starting to work out pretty good for them. You got to just do it. Like, I'm not going to buy this 12 pack. I'm not going to buy this, you know, I'm going to cut down on how much weed I'm smoking. I'm going to like eat out one less time a month and just chip away. Dude, time flies a lot faster than you realize. 10, 20 years, you could easily be sitting on millions. Or you could be like me for a while. Rack up credit card debt. Get a bunch of shit you don't need. Fulfill your life with learn how to live that minimalistic lifestyle. Only buy things that you really need. Don't buy things on a whim. Give it some time. Like if you think you really need something and you want to buy it, don't do it right then and there. Think about it. Do you still want it the next day? Think about it. Do you still want it the next week? If it's still festering like 2 or 3 weeks later, then maybe, right? Maybe it's something that you'll actually use, right? Like these guitars. You know how long it's been since I picked up a guitar? It's one of those things when I was young and dumb and full of, anyway. So Cardano, what you want to do, and there's other, Polkadot, like I said, Polkadot, 12% interest on Kraken. Gemini is a really good place. Really safe place. Cardano is really safe, and their dataless wallet. There's better ways. There's better ways in earning passive income interest-wise, but it's more risky. I am looking to do some staked ETH on Lido with bonded ETH on Anchor. I'm still trying to look into that and figure that out and see if that's something I want to do. And I'm looking into some ways there. You know, we'll talk about it in a little bit, but I'm also looking at this project called NFTX, a way to really get like a way to invest even in CryptoPunks. I'm pretty excited about it. So I'm not sure that I'm going to do it yet, but we will take a look at that. But anyway, what you want to do, you want to go over to Cardano.org. Make sure that you go, always when it's in crypto, always double check your links, because there's scammers out there, right? That'll try any reason what. Yeah, man, it's slow moving, but it's coming, brother. It is coming. Its day in the sun is coming. It was starting to come this week, and then we had a little chilly dipper. We'll take a look at it. Anyway, once you come over to Cardano, you're going to go to individuals, and you're going to want one of these two wallets, Daedalus or Yori wallet. I use the Daedalus wallet right now. I am best guess Yori wallet's going to be what's required for yield farming and etc. on the Harmony One network. We'll have to check that out. But Daedalus wallet, it's really easy. There's plenty of videos out there on how to do this. I'm not going to go through all those steps, but you just get the Daedalus wallet on there. And then you find who you want to stake with. There's plenty of like Twitter people and YouTube. It doesn't really matter a whole lot who you stake with for the most part. Like find, for example, Benjamin Cohen is probably a great place to stake your Daedalus or your Cardano. What's his face? What's his face? He does a lot of videos. You know, what's his face? Crystal Capital Ventures. What's his name? You know who I'm talking about. There's plenty of good places out there to stake your. I want my own Cardano node. I just don't have enough time in the day. Anyway, you're going to want to get these installed. It's going to be the same process. You send your Cardano over to the Daedalus wallet. You pick your validator and you stake it. I would show you my wallet, and it's probably safe to do so, but I can show you, like, here's a screenshot of the total rewards of Cardano that I've earned this year. So that's like $5,000. I've been doing this for 7-8 months now, so that's not a bad return on investment. This obviously goes up as, so this, you know, I'm just showing you that I am actually doing it. It's probably safe to show my wallet. I'm just being a little bit more safe rather than sorry. Like, that's the one last thing, like if that were to get hacked or stolen or lost, it would crush me. They pay out every 5 days, the epochs every 5 days, so I'm going to get more rewards today. I don't know, 50, 60, 70 more free Cardanos coming for me in about, I don't know, 7 hours. And then the next 5 days later, I'm going to earn 5-ish% interest on the Cardano I had, plus the Cardano. It's compounding, right? So just start slow. Whether you're a millionaire with a ton of money or, you know, it's hard times. Yeah, you just got to find ways to save. Getting rich ain't easy. You got to work your ass off. Most people don't trip over their D and get rich overnight. You're going to hear a few people every now and then, oh, you know, I YOLO'd into Shiba Inu and now I'm a millionaire. You know what? 99% of those people are going to keep tripping into other stuff. Because most people are never satisfied. Oh, I have $1 million. Now I can turn that into 10 million. And then they do the same thing again. And next thing you know, they're broke. Look at Cody building on Cardano. I have heard of that. They are building the Cardano stablecoin. It's a mix of XRP and AMP. Yeah, let's take a look. CoinGecko. I've definitely looked at the Cardano ecosystem quite a few times. I'm by no means an expert on it. We've begun to become experts. So when them smart contracts come live, I think September 13th. Is it Friday the 13th? No. Was it the 12th? September 12th, 13th? Is it the 13th? I guess it's not a Friday. All right, so Cody. Yeah, so I'm very oh, that was not a very good job of searching. I don't know why CoinGecko does that. All right, number 285. So for me, a lot of these coins that I was buying and like bullish on, now it's just like, can I farm it and earn it for free? So that's what the stuff I'm looking for. I'm gonna have Cardano yield farming. I'm gonna be yield farming with some of my Cardano. I have about 5,000 Cardano not staked. Is that right? Yeah, about 5,000, about 4,800, and I might buy a little bit more before we get there with a little bit. It's hard to buy it at $2 though. Give me about 5,000 Cardano, move it over to Sunday Swap is the one I'm looking at. You know, that 5,000 Cardano is gonna become 25 Cardano because whatever I yield farm has got to be half and half. So we'll have to see how that goes. I'm really excited for that. And it's all about what I can farm for free. Not what I can buy, not what I can gamble on. There's tons, like, there's tons of coins in the top 100 plus. I would love, right? I would love to like own some. It's an addiction. It's an addiction. AMP, I would love to own some AMP, but am I really gonna? A lot of times you hear about these coins and the bridge, like it's already over. You miss it, so it's hard to pick the coin before it explodes. And you don't know if it's gonna make it because there is so much competition right now. You don't know. Audius, I love me some Audius. Is it gonna be around in 4 years? This one, I think, is a pretty safe play. I'm not looking to buy into this after 102% pump after the last 7 days. But people that are buying it right now, as long as their time horizon is the next 4 years, I think it could pay off handsomely. And it isn't even at all-time highs yet. So I would love, and I love Theta, dude. I own Theta. I want more Theta, but it's hard to buy, and I'm out of money. And I'm not gonna cry over spilt milk. I'm very happy. Look at that. I'm very happy with making 300 some, and that doesn't even include my DeFi winnings. I've made $307,000 this year. I can't complain, right? There's nothing to complain about playing it safe. If I would have spread that around a bunch of small coins like your Codys, your Audiuses, and whatever other like bunch of small cap coins, who knows how it would have worked out. And none of those, as far as I know, you can earn passive income like you can with Ethereum and Cardano. Anyway, let's get back to Cody. So let's see what we got going on here. Cody. All right, Cody. What do we got? Trading volume, 58 million. That's pretty good trading volume. 24 cents. What do we got? Total supply, 2 billion. What does the chart look like? Ooh, wow, it's been up as high as 50 cents. It's down around 20 cents. This one, because Cardano is getting ready to go live, this is one of those coins that could freaking explode. All right, it's hard to buy if you're in the United States. Like extremely, almost impossible to buy if you're in the United States. I don't even know how you would buy this, to be honest. It'll probably become available on some DEXs on Cardano when it comes live, but I have no way of buying this. I don't have a Binance. You can't in the United States, and I don't even know what this VCC is. I don't even know what this is. Let's take a look at the website. And reading white papers is not really my favorite hobby. And then blah, 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 Cody, currency and it solves the challenges, blah. Dude, just what is this? The ultimate power grid of payments. An era of everything digital. Currencies remain out. It's cheaper to pay in cash. PayPal. Blockchain isn't yet a solution. Cody provides 7 capability. Yeah. Cody is creating a... Yeah, I'll have to look more into this. This is interesting. So if it's like AMP, does that mean... I mean, does Cardano really need a play like AMP? Isn't AMP more like... I'm not an expert on AMP. but isn't it more like it just kind of allows the payment to go through immediately, even though the actual blockchain takes several minutes, up to hours? Cody provides the first ever dispute. Whoa, wow, that's interesting. This is interesting. Yeah, we'll have to keep this in mind. I'm not exactly sure what it does yet. It's just, is it just a payment system? And how is that, like, there's the Cardano JED or whatever they call the algorithm. There's going to be a lot of interesting, fun things when it comes to Cardano. Again, I'm going to be looking very forward to, let's take a look. Cardano, then we'll get to the markets. We'll see what's going on in crypto in general. There's a tweet from Plan B I want to look at that's very interesting. Take a look at the stock market. Cardano Eco. All right, which one is? Oh, there's that dude from Crypto Capital Ventures, right? He has a Twin 98. They're usually pretty good. Or Coin 98. July 6th. All right, where's Cody on here? Lending and borrowing. Liquid is something I'm interested in. Hard starters, obviously. Any of these launch pads are something to look at. I'm definitely interested in Sunday Swap. But you got to be on the lookout. And there's no 100% evidence that Sunday Swap will become the premier. We're going to have to take a close look at what they're doing and what are all these doing and see where the liquidity comes, right? These are going to be super, super risky. Super risky. But right now, my money's on Sunday Swap. I think Card Swap one. I just saw a video on another one of these just recently, but I don't even see that name on here. All right. Oracle's Charlie's very interesting. That gets a lot of talk. The NFTs. I think Cardano has a really good chance of stealing a lot of the NFT market. I mean, obviously, there's going to be NFT plays that never leave Ethereum. Ethereum might be the premier NFT chain for like rich, very rich art, where, you know, the young up-and-comers might start on Cardano and then end up on Ethereum. I don't know. It's going to be very interesting. Payments. So Cody, there we go. Celsius. So yeah, no, that's interesting. We'll have to see how this all plays out. All right, let's hop on over to the markets in general and see what we're looking at. Had a little chilly dipper overnight. We were starting to see a little bleed. I did discuss this yesterday. I think it's good. I think a pullback is good. Good for the markets. We were getting into greed and even extreme greed. I did not know that we dropped below the 200 though until just now. So we did come back down below the 200. I thought it was possible, but didn't think it was. And I think it might still be on the. No, I re-erased it. But yesterday, go check the video. Go fact check me. I'm pretty sure that I thought we would come down more like this, not come all the way down and then start going back up. So I think this is all pretty good for the market. Give it time to even out. We don't want to just go straight up, up, up like we did, like basically nonstop from December to April. It was just a pretty big straight line up, and then that leads to a pretty big line down. And again, the same thing. Here's my Elliott wave theory, a countersuit to Crypto Savvy that thinks we're going to 9,000. I think he's high. I know he'll call me an idiot. That's fine. I still love you, Crypto Savvy. This is my Elliott wave theory. I think we're in wave 3. We're going to go all the way up to here. We might have another little chilly dipper, and then we'll blow our top off. Or, no, this is it. This is it. I'm calling it right here. And this can extend well into 2022. There's eventually these 4-year cycles are going to break. Eventually the adoption rate, whether it comes with institutions, new things like gaming and NFTs taking off like crazy. Is the NFT going to cause a bubble that ends this market cycle? Possibly. Or is the adoption just going to continue? Money's going to continue to pour in and it's going to start to stabilize. Like we might have a pullback, but eventually this cycle is going to end and cryptocurrency is just going to be much more the norm. It is still very, very early in the adoption rate. I forget the percentage of people that are in cryptocurrency, but it is extremely low. But that could, and it's changing rapidly, so it could continue to change rapidly overnight. I do think there's a decent chance that this run will be extended and it won't. I'm not saying it won't. We have plan A. Plan A is the market does get up near the logarithmic growth curve, extreme greed. Where if it gets up here anytime in the next 3 or 4 months, take profits, not financial advice. I'll be taking profits because if we get up here, the odds of a huge pullback are extremely high in my opinion. Alternatively, if it just continues to be a nice like this, well, in the, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm not worried. That's going to be a nice, healthy market, right? I'm just telling you like how I'm looking at this. You can look at this logarithmic growth curve and you can go back. You don't see Bitcoin above this 50, way above this 50 for very long periods of time. This is generally, so if we get up here again, this is generally a good time to take profits. And then when you're down here, this is a good time to accumulate and buy. My plan is obviously keep most half plus of it on the table and just continue to earn passive income and continue to let it grow and continue. Because you never know, dude. Like it could go up here and then it just like it could, it's not out of the question. It could get up here and then maybe start to dip, people will panic and sell, and then it just kind of does this for years. So if you sold, you never know, right? You never know. If you sold way up here, because eventually you go out far enough, this 50 is, this line right here is going to be up here. So, you know, just always be ready for all solutions. And like I always say, I have a new saying, and invest an amount you can afford to forget about. And there we go. That even kind of invest an amount you can afford to forget about, because if you can forget about it, you won't be panic selling. You won't be needing that money back. It's not about investing more than, because that just doesn't sink in. People saw I can afford to lose this, and then they realize that they're in over their head, and then they panic sell when shit hits the fan. And trust me, shit likes to hit the fan in the crypto market. So invest an amount you can afford to forget about. Invest it. Act like you just threw it out the window. Check it in 4 or 5 years. Put it in passive income methods, Ethereum, whether it's Gemini or on Lido Finance. You know, if you want to be a little bit more risky, staked, bonded ETH over on Terra Luna, I think is going to be a very efficient way. And just earn passive income. Cardano, Daedalus, Yori Wallet, Harmony One on Harmony One validators. Polkadot, there might be better ways, but I'm earning 12% on my Polkadot. On Kraken, if you're Solana, same thing on Kraken. There's probably better ways. Theta, I think there's staking, but it requires a shitload of Theta. Elrond Gold, I love me some Elrond Gold. It's another one I could get rid of though. Like I could easily sell my Elrond Gold and buy some Solana, but Elrond Gold, I'm staking it, earning like 16%. Its day in the sun is probably going to come. A lot of these, and even a lot of these small coins people bring up, be ready to, like, in my opinion, especially the smaller cap coins like the Ontology. I like Ontology, but I don't, like, I could sell this. But if this thing hits, and goes crazy, has a huge pump, maybe use that as an opportunity to at least take your initial investment off the board, or, you know, because a lot of these, there's no guarantee Ontology is going to be here in 4 or 5 years. The graph's probably going to be here in 4 or 5 years, but how much is it going to be up? VeChain is another one. I like me some VeChain, and it's been done very well for me. But I could easily trade out of VeChain into, for example, Solana. So I am looking to cut down my portfolio and focus heavily and luckily, I picked some good winners. Ethereum and Cardano. I have a nice, stable holding of these. Even Polkadot, it's staying this, and Harmony One. So I have, in my opinion, 4 of my top 5 coins. Bitcoin you can earn passive income on too, and that's always the granddaddy. But I'm very happy with my Cardano and Ethereum. I want more Harmony One. I'm fairly happy with my Polkadot. I want more of that, but all 4 of those pay amazing passive income. Especially the Polkadot at 12%, the Cardano at 5%, and the Harmony at around 10%. I am looking to now, and again, I don't have any money. If I were buying now, it would be Solana, except I don't want to buy Solana into this pump. And it would be the same philosophy. It would be accumulating as much of it as I could and staking it and earning passive income. Possibly taking some of it and yield farming over on Solana. I haven't looked at any I haven't really looked at any of the yield farming plays over there. Anyway, I tangented enough. So Bitcoin was dipping. I think we're headed back up. The Golden Cross is going to be the talk here pretty soon. We were on pace for about August 20th to the 25th for that to happen. I think this chilly dip, so it was August 19th, 20th range. This chilly dipper extended that out a bit. But it's coming. It's coming soon. But I also did mention it doesn't mean there will be a Golden Cross. It's not uncommon for this thing to come up and go and touch it and then start going back down. I personally don't think that's going to happen, but again, I'm biased. I have skin in the long game. I don't have skin in the crypto savvy short game. So I want to believe, you know, the bull market's still on. There's a lot of reasons fundamentally for me to think that. All right, so now we're looking at August 30th-ish. But it's coming. It's still coming. Again, whether or not that touches and then comes back down or pushes through or goes like this, I believe, and I think it's going to come really quick. I think this is going to turn around here now this week. Maybe stall out for a little bit, but I think we're back off to the races. I think we will be above this 50 on the Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve very soon. I do think there's a possibility it could go ape shit like this. I kind of hope it doesn't, right? It does. It's kind of like, it's kind of like having an orgasm, dude. Like, it happens so quick, and then it's just like, and then it sucks for a really long time, right? So, I don't know. We're getting close to that period, though, where Plan A might come into effect, where we will have to take some profits off the board. I've hung strong this entire year. Some really big highs of this being at 691,000 to really low lows over the last few months. You know, 700,000 down to 300,000, back up to 5, down to 4, back up to 5, all the way back down to just a couple weeks ago again, like 300. It's not a fun ride. It's not a fun ride. So if this happens, it's gonna happen again. It's gonna be like wee, and then we come back up, and then wee, right? So it adds a lot of gray hair to this bald head. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see what's happening. I don't have the Ethereum up. What is going on? All right, we can do this. We can do this. All right, Ethereum's ooh. Nice little chilly dipper in Ethereum. All right, so Ethereum came down and touched the 20. Yeah, it came down and touched the 20. We can see we had our golden cross, and no one talking about that on August 2nd. So this did move really quick. This is fairly healthy. It is, you know, hovering around this fib level. Is it going to come back down to like 2,700? Probably not. Again, I think anything, we're going to consolidate a little bit or bounce back up. I think the odds of us coming down are pretty low. It's going to take some FUD for that to happen, in my opinion, or manipulation. And I don't, like, to me, at a certain point, if this manipulation is true, like some people say, and I do think some manipulation is true, is it to the extent people talk about? I don't know. But what incentive would, you know, big time whales have to manipulate people? Like, people have already like been wrecked for the last 3 to 4 months. Why, if you wreck them again now, like, you're gonna set, unless that's your plan. I mean, is your plan to just completely destroy cryptocurrency? Because if you wreck people again right now, one, it doesn't make much financial sense. If you're gonna wreck them, like, you're gonna pump it up. You're gonna pump it up all the way up here, and then you're gonna wreck them, because you're gonna make more money. Wrecking them now, to me, it just doesn't make sense. But I'm not a big time whale, and I don't know all their strategies and why they do what they do. So who the hell knows? Cardano fell down below $2. I did mention yesterday that its fib level was around $1.88. Did it come down to that? Oh, wow, it did. Let's get rid of... I didn't even notice that. So it did come all the way down and touch that and bounce back off that. I think that is pretty healthy, because Cardano had a big move. I think Cardano is going to fly with smart contracts, but do keep in mind, like I mentioned yesterday, Cardano is already the 3rd largest crypto on the market with $66 billion, and they don't even have smart contracts. Finance Coin has smart contracts, tons of projects, games, trillions of yield farms, most of them garbage, and it's 65 billion. So how much of it's already priced in? I have no idea. So I don't know what's going to happen with Cardano. I think it's worth more, but again, I'm biased. So if this starts flying, this could be another one of those wee moments. Like, if it starts flying up to $3.50, $5, it might be another quickie. You know what I'm saying? You might be king of the world for like a few days, and then, you know, huge pullback, 50, 60, 70% pullback. All those things are in the cards. That is why cryptocurrency is so hard. It's an emotional roller coaster ride that most people can't handle, and you just got to be able to, again, invest an amount you can forget about, and eventually it's all gonna work out. All right. Oh my goodness. All right, let's take a look at what's going on in the Fear and Greed Index, and I want to pull up Plan B. Oh, I was looking at the Ethereum. This is an interesting one too. So we are at 65 greed on Ethereum. Let's do this. Bitcoin here. Oh, the Bitcoin hash rate was interesting too. I was looking at that this morning. It continues to trend up, which is good for the good kids. All right, so the Bitcoin hat. No, that's not the one. All right, so I was waxing on about, you know, this is turning around, the fuel multiplier, and I was buying. There was blood in the streets, and I spent most of whatever money I have. Most of my gas in the tank was spent here. Like I said, dude, this was a time where my portfolio had lost hundreds of thousands of dollars, and most people were, it was extreme fear. This kid was buying. Dude, this kid was buying, and I have the proof. I could easily pull up. I was buying Cardano. That's when I bought the 5,000 Cardano for yield farming. I was continued to buy some Ethereum, and I don't remember if I bought any Bitcoin or not, but I think I was more heavily focused. Oh, I was definitely buying Harmony One. But now we're back up to 119. We're trending back up. Those China miners, this is all very, very good in my opinion. Everyone was worried about the hash rate in China. Well, dude, a lot of those are gone, and they've moved elsewhere, and they're coming back online, including the great country of the USA. I know there's people out there that'll probably watch this and say, no, Tom. All right, so, you know, Riot and Mara, I forget which one of them. One of those two just spent another $120 million on miners, or it was some number like that. This is all very good, all very bullish, and this is another big reason why I think the bull run is still on. Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index. Yeah, this thing is why it's good that Bitcoin, like, why is this at 72, man? Like, how did we go from extreme fear extreme fear? Is this Bitcoin? Yeah, we were at extreme fear around here. Now all of a sudden we're at green. Like, man, that's so quick. We're not even anywhere near all-time high. So I would like to see this chill out. I don't like it when this fear and greed index is high. I would like to see that continue to come down a bit. I mean, if Bitcoin were to go crazy now and really start booming, this number is going to hit extreme green and maybe it slows down that run. But every cycle so far, you just have that moment where you just wake up and Bitcoin is up 10-20%. The next day it's up 10-20% again. The next day it's up, and then it just goes ape shit. I'm actually kind of hoping that, you know, it'll be fun. It'll be a few fun days, but then again, it'll be a hard crash possibly. All right, so let's pull up Plan B. I did want to talk about that. He says, and he said a couple really cool things. So he says we're still on pace. Let's see, white line and on-chain signal. He says we're still on pace. Still indicating a second leg of the bull market. So here we are right here, right? It did dip down and then boom. So we are getting really close to this, and we're in that type of this, we're in that period of the cycle where the hardcore believers that believe, for example, Big Boy, he might be right. He might be right. He might be wrong. But this, we're getting close to that point where like this could just happen fast. Look at this, happen fast, overnight and fast. So if this plays out, this area right here starts playing out right here, this is another indicator, the Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve hitting the top like we discussed up here. And this is my prediction, 140K November 18th. If that pattern plays out, I'm going to be looking at this to take profits, and we're going to see the same thing over here. We're going to see this way up here, and it's going to be like, that's a pretty good time to take some profits. But a huge caveat, right? If you want to, very few people can pull off day trading and swing trading cryptocurrency for profits. And I'm pretty sure he even touches on that here too. Like, why are so many people, why are people still saying it's a bull market while 90% of the traders are in a loss? And he makes a very good point. And you can see I practice with this, and what he preaches and I preach all the time too. 90% of traders are always in a loss in any market because they trade too much. You trade too much. You always like, you're out there trying to find that small coin. You're making bad decisions. Or even just like trading in them. If all you do is trade in and out of your Bitcoin and Ethereum, if you trade out of your Ethereum, for example, if I trade out of my Ethereum right now, I'm up $106,000 on $184,000 of Ethereum. So I'm up pretty freaking good. Let's say I take profits now. I'm $106,000 in profit. I got to pay 30-40% in taxes. Boom, done. Like, it's done. In fact, I'm going to have to pay quarterly taxes because I just made a huge profit. That's a huge pain in the ass. So now let's say of that, I have to take, we'll just say 40,000 of this profit and set it aside for taxes. I mean, there's little things you could finesse that or what have you. So now I have 184,000. So now I have 140,000, and I started off with we'll say 84,000. So I'm still up, right? But I'm fighting. It's kind of like going to blackjack. The odds are against you. So when you take profits, you know, you're really starting to play with fire. Eventually this will become long-term capital gains, or, you know, you can do things like, there's other ways to do it, but you're just fighting it up. You know, you're timing things perfectly. You're selling Ethereum at tops and buying them at bottoms. Can people do it? Yeah, there's people that pull it off, but most people can't. Takes a lot of hard work, a lot of good mechanics. I just don't have that much time in the day, right? It's a lot of risk. You know what is really safe? Just holding on to your Ethereum, watch it go up, and earn passive income. Maybe, because you're paying taxes on this, maybe eventually you have enough passive income that you want to start, you know, screwing with that or what have you. In my opinion, most people should just buy and hold and earn passive income. You buy and hold, continue to buy. You know, they talk about dollar cost averaging. I personally think I'm more of a lump sum kind of guy. And I do some dollar cost averaging, but at the end of the day, if you can set money aside, if you're good at reading charts, that you're good at saying, and you don't have to be a genius. Like I said, there's a lot of good, you don't have to be a genius. If you see something like this, and then all of a sudden there's this huge dip, this is a pretty good time to start buying, right? Can it go down more? Sure, but then continue to buy. Eventually, Ethereum and Bitcoin are going to see new all-time highs. So when you're at all-time highs, can it continue to go up? Sure, but eventually there's going to be a crash, right? So there are a few things to keep in mind. Typically, in this cycle, all cycles are meant to be broken, but every cycle, Bitcoin hits a new all-time high. Its first new all-time high. This cycle, that was around $19,000. The previous cycle, I don't remember what that was. But so in 2017, its all-time high was around $19,000. In 2020, it broke the 27 all-time high. History says it will never go back below that 19,000. Can it happen? It can, but so far history says it won't. So when Bitcoin goes up to 65,000 and then comes back down to 30,000, pot odds are to buy Bitcoin. Pot odds are to buy Bitcoin. Buy it when it's low, right? Don't buy it when it's high. It's still at a good price. It's below the 50 logarithmic growth curve. Are we going to pull back here? It could continue to pull back, but again, Bitcoin likes to spend time above this 50. So if you're a trader, you know, these are good times to buy. These up here are good times to start selling. If you're a dollar cost average type person, but you want to time your dollar cost average buys better, these are good times. This was great times. This was great times to buy. These are still good times to buy. And in long term, you know, it's always, and this 50 goes up over time. So whether you do time buys once a week, once a month, or you do time buys, you know, several times a year when you think it's a good entry point, I think those are good, both good strategies. Anyway, Plan B says, you know, because they trade too much or they have no system and they're killed by emotions. Again, emotions, what does that mean? Emotions means don't invest more than you can afford to lose. Invest an amount you can afford to forget about. If you invest an amount you can't afford to lose, you're going to panic sell. Because I don't know how many times I have to say it. These moments, all the way, this little piggy went this little piggy went all the way down to, they're coming. Good morning, Brian. How you doing, brother? All right, I really appreciate everyone that came by. Again, hit those like buttons, hit those subscribe buttons. I do live stream 6:25 a.m. EST. Oh, we didn't even get to the stock market and some other exciting news. So let's take a quick look at the stock market. NASDAQ up 23. It is flirted with being up and being down. Let's take a look at the positions. I have been killing it with some covered calls in Tesla. I was wanting to do a bullish put spread this morning, and I was waxing on about Cardano and all these other coins. I didn't get into it. Tattooed Chef, man. I got to tell you, I love me some Tattooed Chef, but I'm seriously considering, I've only lost $400 on Tattooed Chef. I think this is going to come back around, but here's what I'm really thinking. I think putting more money into these Bitcoin miner stocks is the play. I think Coinbase is another stock. Earlier I mentioned Facebook. I think Coinbase is going to be a freaking monster in the next 5 to 10 years. This is definitely something I want to add more to over time. If I take profits in crypto, You know, is some of that going to come back into the stock market? Maybe. Coinbase is a stock that I think is the risk reward's really going to be there. Are they going to become the next generation of banking? Are they going to become like what kind of government FDIC type insurance is going to come to cryptocurrency, and or what kind of insurance plays are going to come in general? Is it feasible for Coinbase to become a legit bona fide bank that does cash and crypto? I think that the future is definitely going to see stuff like that. Is Coinbase and places like Binance gonna have these small chains? For example, like think about it, you know, Amazon has Amazon Music and shipping and all this stuff. Is Coinbase or one of these chains going to partner? You know, TikTok's already partnering with Audius. Well, why can't Coinbase be, instead of going to Amazon, you go to Coinbase or certain like portals for various different things, whether it be your Audius music or, you know, things like that. So who knows? Who freaking knows what type of shipping? You know, obviously Amazon's going to come into crypto and Walmart's going to come into crypto, and that's going to make it explode. Are they going to have partnerships with maybe Coinbase or something like that? There are so many endless possibilities when it comes to the future of cryptocurrency, and I think Coinbase is going to get a big boom on that. I'm just gonna, you know what? I don't even know if I can buy back in. So I'm selling my Tattooed Chef. I like Tattooed Chef, but I don't think Tattooed Chef is gonna get the returns on something like Mara or Riot. So let's buy some Hut. I'll buy another 100 shares of Hut if it lets me right now. All right, 100 shares. Boom, boom, boom. Done. All right. I think Hut's going to be a really good play. Low cap miner, Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin's going to the moon. And I think companies like Hut, Mara, and Riot are going to benefit from that greatly. I think they're going to hold on to a lot of that. And they're going to be massive companies in the future. One other thing I want to, before we leave off, I'm looking into a really interesting play. I've been playing with NFTs as of late. I've learned a lot. I've lost a little bit of money. It's been a lot of fun. Let's see. I don't even know. Oh, here we go. Is this all right? Let's just do this. These are really cool, man. I want to get me one of these. I'm not even gonna lie. Space Punks Club. Some of this stuff I like just for the artwork. So the floor price on this is 0.03. There's ones I find really amusing. Let's see if I can find one really. Now there's, oh, this McDonald's hat. Oh, 100 Ethereum. Are you out of your freaking mind? It's make crypto great again. It's like the MAGA hat. There we go. These are pretty. Is that supposed to be like Obama too? I doubt it, but I think this is pretty funny. Make crypto great again. 12%. Oh no, MCGA. Only 4% have that. So you can kind of click around and find one that interests you. And they got some really cool, man, but they're the ones that I really like. They're so crazy expensive. Like with a HODL suit and cool visors and stuff. But yeah, these are one of the ones I'd like to get. Another one I'd really like to get some is the World of Women. I really like these. I think these are going to continue to go in value. My problem is with NFTs, there's likely a bubble coming, and I don't know. So if that bubble comes, then when there's blood in the streets, I might pick up some really good projects that I think that can go back up in value over time. These are really cool. I want to get one with the cherry teas because I'm a big Tasty Works, Tasty Trade Trader, and the cherries like their logo. So I find that really cool. Obviously, the CryptoPunks, and this is going to lead to what I'm going to show you in a second. These are always, almost certainly always just going to continue to go up in value because they are the first original big one on the Ethereum blockchain. So they're always going to hold value. Why are they so hard? And there's already been a bunch of knockoffs. Crypto All right. Rankings. They should be like number one. Nope. All right, here we go. So they've gone down. This one might be a good time to invest. It says they've gone down 43% in the last 12 hours, but it's hard to invest in these. The floor price is freaking like tens of thousands, $80,000, $90,000. Over time, these are always going to go up in value. One recently sold for several million. So one really interesting thing, excuse me one sec. One really interesting play, another YouTuber, I was watching this, Justin Bram, I think is his name. If you're into, he's mostly yield farming on Ethereum, so that's some pretty big boy stuff, but he did a video on this, and I find this very interesting. And this is something I might be looking to do here in the near future, but it allows you to do a lot of cool things. And one of those things is you can invest in things like CryptoPunks. So if you think CryptoPunks is going to go up in value, you can go over here and buy fractional amounts of just a CryptoPunk in general. Like, for example, you can come over to staking, and then here are the different ones. Let's see if TVL, Bay Area Yacht, Bay 8 Bored Ape Yacht Club is on here too. And this is probably going to grow in time. Again, now this is high risk stuff. I don't know how long this NFTX has been out there, how safe it is, if they've been audited. Again, this is high yield farming, and projects is much higher risky stuff. So here's the punk, and you can come over here, and now that's add liquidity. I think you have to come over to the vault, and then you would come over here, and then you can, so insufficient. So you have to buy and mint. So again, this is all stuff I'm figuring out and I'm looking into, but basically you can invest an amount in a CryptoPunk, whatever that amount is. Like say you just want to do 1 Ethereum, or you would have to put, of that 1 Ethereum, half of it would be in the Punk token, and you would own a fractionalized amount of an NFT, and as it goes up in value, you could yield. It's all very, very interesting stuff, and it's a great, amazing, awesome way to speculate on NFT markets. For me, there's 2 things, there's 3 things holding me back from this. One, Ethereum gas fees. So every time you do things, whether it's even just claim your rewards, you got to pay Ethereum gas fees. That's a lot of money. But there's a lot of money you can make in Ethereum, especially in the NFTs, but then we're going to go back to that. When's the bubble? So, like fear and greed, if there was a fear and greed index on NFTs, I think that thing would be at extreme greed. Like everyone's talking about NFTs, or how long is that momentum and steam going to continue to happen? I have no idea. How much is Cardano going to? I don't know. So I'm not looking to YOLO and think I can get rich overnight in NFTs. I'm just learning the game. I'm trying to be patient, and you know, like a cobra, I'm eventually going to strike on it. And this looks like a very interesting way to do that. Anyway, I got to get to work. I love you all. I'm going to wrap this up again. I will be back tomorrow, 6:25 a.m. PST. Be there, be square. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. We're coming close on 1,000 subscribers. That's the only goal I really, well, anyway, I love you all. And